Stop worrying about homework and start learning with confidence. This is Ask Learn. Complete help for every subject. Like, share, subscribe for daily learning videos.
So this problem gives us the following table. We have symbol, we have Z, A, the number of protons, the number of electrons, the number of neutrons, and the charge. And this table is partially filled in. First, I'll fill it in the way it's filled in the book. So Si, S2 minus, Cu2 plus, and the fourth one's blank. We have Z's of 14 and 15 for the blank one. Here we have an A of 32. We have 14 electrons here and 15 electrons here. And then 14 neutrons, 34 neutrons, and 16 neutrons. And then for a charge, here is a 2 minus, here is a 2 plus. So we'll take this row by row. So A is simply equal to the number of protons plus the number of neutrons, and Z is equal to the number of protons. So we know that this has 14 protons, and when we add protons and neutrons, we know that its A value is 28. And since the number of protons and the number of electrons are the same, the charge is 0. Now moving into S2 minus, we can find the Z value from the periodic table, and it's equal to 16. And that's also the number of protons. Now, since it has a 2 minus charge, that means it has 2 more electrons than it does protons, so we know this value is 18. And since our A value is 32 and our Z value is 16, we simply subtract those to find the number of neutrons, which will also be 16. Now for Cu2 plus, we do the same thing we did with S, where we look at the periodic table to find the Z value and the number of protons. These are the same, 29. We add the number of protons and neutrons to get our A value of 63. And since it has a 2 plus charge, it has 2 fewer electrons than protons. So we know it has 27 electrons. Now we know we have a Z value of 15, so we know we have 15 protons, but we need to determine the symbol here. And so we can look at the periodic table and find out that the element with 15 protons is phosphorus, whose symbol is P. So now we can add our protons and our neutrons to get our A value, 31. And since the number of protons and the number of electrons are the same, we have a charge of 0.